And it's still misting um, today, and I think this is one of them days that I'm gonna go get me some food, and I'm going back to the hotel. I'm not gonna stay out here, man, and get myself sick. Trying to help some people that don't even want help. Hey, man, y'all don't want no help, man. Y'all don't want no help. Y'all want people to play with you, tickle your ears. You don't want nobody to tell you the truth. That ain't gonna lie to you. That ain't gonna cheat you. That ain't gonna deceive you. You don't want that. You want somebody that's gonna play games with you. And that's what y'all want. Somebody to play games with the drama. And that's what y'all want, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. And I ain't gonna start trying either. I ain't starting that foolishness this on. Man, if I ain't done nothing crazy these first 70 years of my life, what makes you think I'm gonna go out here and do something stupid now? See, that's the part that really kind of puzzles me. Folk ask me, well, what you gonna do with the money? What's going on, gamer? Like, I got a history of abusing money, of taking advantage of people. I ain't done it in 70 years. What makes you think I'm gonna start now? Shit, I'm too old to be going to jail, man. And speaking of jail, let me tell you, why a lot of black men convert to Islam when they go to jail. See, you ain't gonna violate no Muslim. I don't care where you are. You ain't gonna violate no Muslim. And they know that. That's why all of them real quick to put on their kufi and grow their beard so they can have the characteristics of a Muslim for protection. Not that they believe in it, but they doing it for protection. And the same thing, because, think about it, man. See, Christians are politically correct. The average Christian is a politically correct, turn the other cheek kind of person. Muslims don't turn the other cheek. they'll Muslims will mess you up in the name of Allah. They will mess you up, buddy. And Christians, they passive. So consequently, you have the situation you have, in the world, the way it is. You have this situation like that, man. So I'm going to get me something to eat, man. I'm, this is one of them days you write off. And you go and see, and this is what people need to understand. Every day ain't gonna be a good day. See, a lot of people don't realize every day ain't gonna be a good day. Man, you're gonna have some bad days. You're gonna have some bad days. And 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 the only thing you got to do when you having a bad day is watch your attitude. Cause if you start taking it personal on it when you having a bad day, you're gonna start wallowing in it. You're gonna start feeling sorry for yourself. You're gonna start second guessing yourself. See, you ain't gonna start believing in yourself. You're gonna start doubting yourself. When you start taking stuff personal, man, it's a process that you're gonna have to go through. Either way, you're gonna have to go through this process to get where you are. What's going on, Edward? And that's what a lot of people don't want to don't want to deal with is the process. They don't want to deal with that process, man. They want to avoid that process because sometimes it's painful. Sometimes that process is ugly. Sometimes that process gonna take you through some stuff that's real uncomfortable. You see, to see just what you made of. And that's what adversity is all about, is to see just what you made of. That's all adversity is gonna tell you. What you made of. If you throw your hands up in the very beginning of adversity, man, your strength is small. You see, and a lot of people, that's the first thing they do. Man, they run up to some adversity, first thing they're going to do is surrender. Your strength is small. See, you're going to have to fight adversity, man. You're going to have to get in the ring and battle with adversity. If you don't fight adversity, shit, it's going to kick your ass. What's going on, gamer? It's just no lie about that, man. And see, that adversity could be alcoholism. That adversity could be drug addiction. That adversity could be a sex addiction. Yeah, I'm good, man. See, you think you ain't got to get in the ring and fight that stuff? That's a mindset. But see, people don't only get a rise when it's race. See, that's the only time you can get a rise out of them. That's the only time you can get a response out of them, when the conflict is about race. But when we talk about all of these other factors in life that you dealing with, see, you ain't got time for that. And some of y'all got family members that's struggling with the same stuff I'm talking about right now. Addiction. You got family members struggling with addiction right now. And you think you ain't going to have to get in there and fight to get your loved one back? See, that's the problem, man. A lot of y'all scared to get in the ring and fight to get your own loved ones back. You want somebody else to do it. See, you want to blame somebody else because you don't want to get in the damn ring. That's the problem. That's the problem, man. Everybody wants somebody else to do it. Everybody wants somebody else to come up with the solution. While they sitting back, happy-go-lucky, I ain't got no inconvenience, I ain't sacrificing nothing. And then got the nerve to point your finger at somebody else that's trying. And you sitting on your ass. See, you comfortable. You safe, so you think. Ain't none of us safe, man. And this is the part that puzzles me. People are walking around like they're safe and don't realize how much danger they're in. And you can't tell them. Because it just ain't happen around them. And then when it happen around them, they in shock. Oh, I never thought this could happen here. I am so surprised. We don't do this here. This has never happened here. Shit. Y'all better wake up, man. Y'all better wake up. Because shit getting ready to get tense. It's getting ready to get tense, man. And and see, and here's the kick in the ass. All this division, all this hatred, all this animosity. Jokers are still getting rich off your ass. And you too stupid to see it. They still getting rich off your ass. Because you don't want to be inconvenienced. you don't want to make any sacrifices. So consequently, you go along to get along. And you're hurting yourself. That's the only thing. Man, we don't realize how bad we're hurting ourselves. You know, the people on the sidelines that are silent, man, you complicit. Your silence is agreement. And we got so many people right now that are afraid to speak up, so they don't say nothing. And that's why evil is running amok, because good people are afraid to speak up. Good people are afraid to get in the ring and fight. Good people. That's the problem, man. Good people done lost their fight. That's why the shit is that's why the country is so screwed. That's why the world is so screwed up. Good people. What's good, Patty? Are afraid to get in the ring and mix it up, man. They turn the other cheek. And in the meantime, getting slapped all upside their head. But they still turn the other cheek. When you gonna get tired? When? When are you gonna get tired? Maybe you won't get tired. And then guys like me come along and point this out to you. Oh, there you go. You know, you a coon, you're Uncle Tom. Cause you telling the truth. You doing the white man's bidding because you come out and speak the truth. I'm doing the white man's bidding because I'm telling the truth. Seriously, man. There's a lot of black folk out here that feel like that because I stand up and try to hold them accountable. Maybe that's why I don't get the business from the black community, because I hold them accountable. Maybe. No, I'm saying, man. See, because I don't mind getting up saying, man, your own fucking kids got you held hostage. And you out here talking about Black fucking lives matter. See, so they ain't gonna support me because I'm telling the truth. See, they want to get rid of somebody like me because I'm bringing attention. See, I ain't scared to stand up and say, man, y'all fucked up. All this bullshit you doing, you hurting yourself. And you still blaming racism. And won't accept no accountability whatsoever. Everything is the white man's fault. You know, and all of them people that's out here talking about, you know, it's the white man's fault, getting paid by white people. Ain't that some shit? White folk goddamn funding them. You know? So now, don't support his ideas, man. Shit, he might go out here and actually have these kids stop killing each other. And shit, and now we got to lay off some police officers. We got to lay off some lawyers and some judges. Because we ain't got the violence in the community we got no more. Ain't it interesting? Ain't nobody got an answer for it. Nobody has an answer, and we all are at risk. Y'all think some of these little kids can't hijack your ass? I mean, think about it. You sitting here, you think somebody can't come up and try to hijack you or rob you or break in your house? Okay, thank you, John. No, seriously, man. And see, look, see, in times past, you know, all of the crime used to be confined to the ghetto. You know, that's all the crime. Shit, now that crime done spread it out, boy, because they done figured out the people in the ghetto ain't got shit. See, now they're targeting people with shit. See, they going after the money and they ain't scared. See, in times past, you know, like DC, See, you go over in Georgetown, up in Northwest, and you see shit, they'll slam the door on your ass. You go up there, do some shit. As long as you stay in Southeast and certain parts of Northeast, they don't give a fuck. But when you go over and start getting over into the rich community, oh no, we got a problem. We got a problem. Shit, let something jump off in Georgetown. Shit, the motherfuckers have a fit. Have a fit. Okay? They have a fit, man. Let some go over there and jump off in Chevy Chase. Shit. That shit'll be solved before the sun go down. Cause them white folk ain't gonna take no shit. But see, over in the ghetto, see, they never solve shit. Cause they don't care. Them people in the ghetto ain't gonna vote. See, them people in the ghetto ain't gonna come up here to the Capitol. See, they ain't gonna be walking the halls of Congress trying to get nothing. See, that's the game that a lot of people don't understand. See, if you want something from these clowns here in DC, you can't sit on your ass, buddy, and get on the phone and the computer. You got to come up and walk these goddamn halls. Then the people they respect. And look at the people walking the halls. Most of them never look like us. See, you want something, you got to come up here and walk these damn halls, buddy. You need to have some of this. You see, you got people walking them halls with some money. All right? And that's why they getting what they want. And po folk think, their vote. No, they don't give a shit about your vote, man. Because if they did, some shit would have changed by now. Notice the same people been promising you something to get your vote and ain't nothing changed. Why is that? Think about that for a minute. All these folk been promising you a solution to get your vote and ain't nothing changed. Nothing. Nothing changed, man. But they still want your vote. They still want another crack at it. And they go in there poor and come out 50 fucking rich. The average congressperson, when they get elected, can't rub two goddamn nickels together. And they come out filthy fucking rich. Filthy rich. Go in there broke and come out filthy goddamn rich. And you're wondering why they trying to get up in there? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I mean, as bad as shit is, and you got all of them people with 10, 15, 20, and 30 years sitting up on that Capitol Hill and ain't shit changed. Matter of fact, it's done got worse. And they never have the answer. But they always want another chance to find it. And we stupid enough to give it to them. And ain't shit changed. Ain't nothing changed. And they just sitting there getting rich. Watching us fight each other. Stoking us to fight each other. Cause if we fighting each other, we can't pay attention to what they doing. See, that's the whole game right there. To keep us fighting each other. So we ain't paying attention to them. These idiots are the only ones, if they shut the government down tomorrow, they're the only ones that gonna still get their paycheck. Everybody else gonna have to inflict that. You gonna have to take that pain, man. Not them. And they're the ones inflicting the pain and still get paid. And y'all ain't upset. A lot of y'all don't even care. You know? But like I said, when you get here and you speak the truth, I mean, look, man, I ain't had over 5 people If I was in here with some drama, see, if I was pulling out my dick, I'd have shit. I go tell man, I got a OnlyFans page. Shit, them motherfuckers would break their neck getting over there to OnlyFans. I should put up a goddamn page. I should put up me a damn OnlyFans page just to see how many stupid motherfuckers will go over there thinking that they gonna see some shit. I swear, I should. Boy, I wish I could get paid just to see, your dumb ass come in here to see if you gonna see something. I got your money now, shit, and you ain't getting no damn refund either. Would that be some shit? I put up a fake goddamn OnlyFans page and get out of debt. Boy, you talk about some funny shit. Well, Truth Conductor, you got evicted, sir. How all of a sudden your financial circumstances have improved? I put up a fake GoFund OnlyFans page, and I got paid. Since that's the only way you can make money now. Hell, OnlyFans done made an education obsolete. OnlyFans has made an education obsolete. You don't need an education now, man, to get 6 figures. All you gotta do is bust open your legs, man. That's all a woman got to do. She don't even need that. She can be a college dropout, a high school dropout. As long as she can bust open her legs, she gonna get paid. So now she don't have a need to get out here. Why do I need to learn how to balance a checkbook? Why I got to learn how to read? Well, all I got to do is open my legs, and I can go anywhere I want in the world. I can get paid just for demeaning myself. I can become a millionaire from demeaning myself, from exploiting. Look how many women are exploiting themselves on OnlyFans. See, they talk about men exploiting them. Look how many women that are exploiting themselves just to get some money. And they ain't got and I'm talking about some old damn women too. This ain't just young women. You got some old women exploiting themselves on OnlyFans. And you think that shit don't chip away at your self-confidence? That the only way you got to be able to make it is you got to demean yourself. You got to exploit yourself. That's the only way you can survive. You think that don't mess with you mentally? And now you got all the young girls sitting on the little babies. They sitting there watching that. See, we're grooming a bunch of young women to come up to say, shit, you don't need education. Just, show your body. That's what we telling them. And we don't even realize it. We're raising up a generation of women. We're telling them, exploit yourself if you want to be successful. You ain't got to be educated. Just look pretty and bust open your legs, and you'll get all the money you want. You don't even have to know how to cook. You don't even have to know how to take care of your family. Just bust open your legs. This is what we're raising right now. We're showing them that this is how you make it. And nobody seems to care. See, because you think they ain't watching? You think these 5, 6, 7-year-olds, little girls ain't watching? You think they ain't paying attention? I mean, seriously. You think they ain't paying attention? See, and they got social media now. We didn't. I'm 70. When we were coming up a kid, we didn't have social media. But these kids got social media now. You think they ain't paying attention? You think they ain't seeing how difficult it is to come out and be positive and try to make it? You think they ain't paying attention to that? Why you think so many of them out here running into stores stealing like they doing? Because they can't make it doing it right. And people act like they don't see that. People act like they don't believe that. I mean, it's just that simple, man. I think I'm gonna go get me some Ethiopian food today. I ain't had none this year. I think that's what I'm gonna go do. Yeah, I'm gonna go get me some Ethiopian food. That'll be my birthday meal for myself. Since it's the last day of the month. Yeah, I'm gonna go get me some Ethiopian food. People just don't, people don't realize, man, what we're doing. We setting some horrible examples for the kids that's gonna be responsible for us when we old and can't do shit for ourselves. They gonna treat us like shit. This group of kids we raising now gonna treat senior citizens like shit. Cause that's what we're teaching them. And if you live, your ass gonna get old. And they gonna abuse you. See, they're abusing seniors now. They're abusing them now. And it's only gonna get worse. And if it wasn't for the seniors, man, this country wouldn't be shit. Yeah, I am. This country wouldn't be shit, man. If it wasn't for senior citizens, wouldn't be shit. That's the truth. Cause it's the senior citizens that's getting out here making the sacrifices, man, to try to keep this country afloat. Cause the young people don't give a shit. They don't care. They don't care. They ain't got the same loyalty to America. See, that's one of the problems we have right now. A lot of folk ain't got no loyalty to America at all. At all. Couldn't give a fuck about America. All they want is what they can get. That's it. And if they got to use you and step on you and do whatever they need to do to get what they want, they don't give a shit. They don't care. See, this is what we're raising. We're raising up a bunch of kids, man, that they are soulless. They don't give a shit about nothing, man, or nobody. All they want is what they want. And they gonna get it any way they can. That's what they gonna do. Hold on, y'all. Let me put my charger in here. They gonna get it any way they can. That's what they doing, man. And we sitting back acting like we don't see it. We sitting back acting like, that ain't no issue. We really need to start looking at this long game, man, and get out of this hatred and this animosity and this division, cause we all right, y'all. I'm driving, so I'm gonna run through some hot spots. So bear with me, man. I'm going to get me some Ethiopian food, and I'm going back to the hotel, man. I'm not gonna sit out here in this mist and get sick, for some people that don't even give a damn. Right now, we got a bunch of people that don't even give a shit. You know, they could care less about what crisis we're facing in the world. They don't give a care. They could care less. Long as it ain't interfering with what they got to do, they could care less. And this is the problem, man. We got too many, and this is the problem, man. We got too many people that just don't give a damn. They selfish. They just don't care. Don't give a damn. They selfish. They just don't care. They just don't care, man. And so and consequently, we're going to hell in a handbasket, man. Cause people just don't care. And it's gonna hurt us all, man. We all hurt. We all gonna be hurt. Cause we all gonna feel the pain. See this pain ain't going to the rich. Okay? See the rich ain't gonna suffer no pain. The rich got the money to pay for the gas because they got multiple cars. See, they got the income. They can go anywhere in the world they want to. Private. Your ass is stuck. See, your ass stuck. And all of this crime and all of this hatred and all of this division, and rich people can go anywhere in the world they want to. And they're going to make money off your ass fighting. They're going to make money off your division. Look at the pandemic. The pandemic, the average rich person doubled their wealth during the pandemic. When the world was shut down, rich people doubled their wealth. Doubled their wealth. And we still fighting each other. And they doubled their wealth. And turn around and tell you, if you trying to get out of poverty, that you clout chasing. Ain't that some shit? You trying to get out of poverty and you clout chasing. They want you to stay in poverty because the minute you try to get out, they're going to demonize you. They're going to degrade you. They're going to humiliate and try to embarrass you just because you're trying to get out. And notice, they ain't got but a few ways out. See, they ain't got but a few ways out, buddy. And when you try to think independent and you try to think outside the box, man, they're gonna humiliate your ass. They're gonna make you a demon because you thinking outside the box. See, you ain't trying. You coming up with some answers. And they'll minimize you, man, because they don't want you to be effective. See, listen to me, y'all. The people that are running things now have to justify their existence. So it ain't but so many solutions because they got to justify it. Imagine if we really solve crime in the inner cities. We don't need all these police officers. Look how many jobs gonna be lost if we really solve crime. Now you don't need all these bail bonds people because you ain't got the crime. Now you don't need all of these jails because you ain't got the crime. You see? I mean, they building jails for profit. That should tell you something right there. They build jails for profit. Where you think that money coming from? The community. They building jails for profit. And they gonna fill them up. They don't give a damn about whether you've been, cause listen, let me tell you something. If somebody falsely accuse you something and you get locked up and you go to jail, you say, man, I'm innocent. I didn't do this. You know what the response is going to be? That's what they all say. That's what they're gonna tell you. That's what they all say. And some of them be telling the truth. But we don't want to deal with that. See, some of them be actually telling the truth. Man, I ain't do this. And now we done found out years later they were telling the truth. And now we got to pay out millions of dollars for the mistake. You see, so that's how they play the game, man. Let me show y'all something. Y'all see all this? This area was burnt down so bad. This is 14th. This is 14th and U Street. This area was burnt down so bad from when Dr. King was assassinated that Marion Barry built the Reeves Center right there. That's the Reeves Center to anchor this community. Man, there was nothing up here. It was nothing up here when they built in 1986. Yeah, I still have a hotel, man, right there. Okay, and you know, this was the black community right here. The who's who of jazz have walked down U Street, man. U Street had so much pride because this is all we had. U Street had so much pride that on a Sunday, if you were a black man and you didn't have a hat, coat, shirt, and tie on, you could not walk down U Street. That's how much pride was in this thing. Right here, where this building sit, is this is where this was where the mansion of Pinckney Benton Stewart Pinchback. He had a mansion right here. The first black governor of Louisiana. He ran U Street with an iron fist. That building where you see Duke Ellington's thing, that's the True Reformers building. What that building was built by or ride scooters. Scooters is very popular in DC. You see a lot of people on scooters here. Scooters are very popular in DC. See, this is the Ben's Chili Bowl. Now let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. Now, when that's Ben's Chili Bowl right there. Okay, this is the most famous hot dog in DC. Right here, they've been there over 60 years. But right where you see where Obama and Michelle is, that's where Bill Cosby used to be. Bill Cosby is the one to put Ben's Chili Bowl on the map. And when he started having all of those issues, they took his picture down and then they redid the wall. But right there for a long time, man, that was Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby's face was right there on the side of Ben's Chili Bowl. Okay? That's what they do. And they took it down. Wow, man, this must be meant for me to come. This is where I'm going right here to get me some Ethiopian food. So let me get parked, y'all. I got me a parking space. And then I take y'all with me, so I let y'all see. But all this community right here has been gentrified. This whole community right here has been gentrified, you know. And this was the man. Fact, let me show y'all. That building right there with the saxophone on it. That was the Bohemian Caverns. It's now called the Harlot. Okay, that was the jazz club on on U Street. And see how this is how you determine the height of a building in a community. You take the width of the street and you add 20 feet to it. That's how high these buildings could be. But what the city did was they told them that if they put commercial on the first floor, they would let them go up an additional floor. And this is why the community is not as, you can see that, you can tell the difference. And see, this is the first black bank right here. When when they burned down, when Dr. King was assassinated, Lee's Flower Shop, that beige building that's on the corner, Industrial Bank right here, and Ben's Chili Bowl were the only businesses that weren't destroyed. Okay? Those were the businesses that weren't destroyed. Oh, they ain't even open. Damn. What time they gonna open up? I drove all the way up here and they ain't even open.
So it was very nice.
They ain't even open. Damn. And the guy that founded this restaurant just died here last week or so. Damn. And I want me some Ethiopian food. Let me see what time they gonna open up. If it's gonna be something crazy, I'll go somewhere else. They don't even have a time. And this, I guess, let me go somewhere else. Let me go somewhere else. That's the only Ethiopian food I eat. So I'll go somewhere else and get me some more food. Wow. I had my mind set on that too. I know I go up on Georgia. Oh, I need to go get me some cayenne anyway. So let me go up here on Georgia, across from Howard, and get me some cayenne pepper for my food. Yeah, and I can also go shopping up there too. I got a store I can get. But 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 just to show y'all, man, and and because we got so you see how the guy in the middle of the street? In the middle of the street on the damn scooter. They very popular here, man. Very popular. These scooters, these jokers, and they drop them anywhere and everywhere. That's what I don't like about them. They drop them anywhere and everywhere. So let me turn you back around. So that's just to give you, and this is what my tour is in. My tours start in Southeast DC, and during the day, we stop at the African American Civil War Museum, and then at night we stop at Ben's Chili Bowl. And see, and I can customize any kind of tour because I created them. I can customize you any kind of tour. Let me show y'all. See, this is some. This is the right here. That's African American Civil War Museum. There's the statues on the other side. That red building right there. That's the African American Civil War Museum. Right there. That's the African American Civil War Museum. Right there. See, a lot of people don't even know that's even exists, man. That's even in the city. See, and they tell a whole different story. See, the story that you find in that museum ain't in the history books. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. That's why my windows are foggy. I ain't got no heat in here, man. That's why I be telling y'all, man, I'm grateful that I'm in a hotel, man. 'Cause I could have to live out this car, man. I could have to live out this car. Don't have nowhere to go to the bathroom. Don't have nowhere to I had to, any kind of, if I'm gonna wash up, I gotta get a pail in here and with some soap and wash up in this cold ass car with some cold water. You think that's fun? You think that's fun? That ain't no fun. See? So now, man, I'm grateful. Shit, I ain't complaining. I'm grateful. I sure am grateful. I am really grateful that I ain't got to deal with this. Cause it could be a whole lot worse, buddy. Yes, it could. It could be a whole lot worse. You see, and I just happened, a hotel called me. It's a whole lot of people out here. Hotels, well, how you gonna be able to? Man, I don't know. I just come out here and do what I do. I take it a day at a time. I'm not. I had some clown call me up. Uh, my name is Don Folden, and I guess my name is Don Holden, and I want to book some tours. See, white boy, Lil Dick motherfucking white boy, call me up. I'm Don Holden, and I wanna book a Black History tour. See, yeah, Lil Dick motherfucker, I'll take you over there in Southeast and leave your ass. You come up here messing with me, I take you over there in the hood and leave your ass. Now let's see what you do. Cause you see them boys coming, your butthole gonna tighten up, buddy. Yeah, let me show y'all something. Listen, whenever, see this how you tell a community has been gentrified. You see that? And it ain't nothing but homeless people up in there. I wouldn't eat at that food bar, if you gave it to me free. Because it's a lot of homeless people up in there. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna show y'all, man. See, this is where back in the '90s, I'm gonna show y'all where my first storefront was. The African Tabletop was right up here on George Avenue. I'm gonna show y'all this. Let me show you. Let me turn this around so you can see. See, this is all of this. That's brand spanking new. This is up by Howard University, man. Back in the '90s, you drove up this street right here. You had your doors locked. That's how bad it was. If you drove up here, man, you had your damn doors locked. You ain't play around with this. Not 1 hour older did you play around with this. Okay? And see, and we got so much history that in the city that's just dying on the vines, man. Cause ain't nobody telling it. And it's just sitting there rotting. And all I did was, I said, man, well, let me take this history that's rotting on the vine, and let me see if I can save it, if I can share it with people, if they would be interested in knowing it. And so far, they haven't been. Okay, now this is Euclid Street. Okay, Benjamin Banneker. This is Benjamin Banneker's high school. Okay, and why is Benjamin Banneker High School on Euclid Street? Because Benjamin Banneker used Euclidean geometry to survey the city. That's why this school is on Euclid Street. All right. Now this house right here, this was the house for this was the house for destitute Black women and children. Right here. This is where Elizabeth Keckley spent her last days. All right. They blackballed her. The Meriwether House. Okay. Now this is Howard University. Okay. This right here is Howard University. Now let me show y'all something. See, Howard's first president was a white man. Y'all see that house? See that house right there? See that house right there? That was General Oliver Owes Howard. He was the first president of Howard. That was his house right there. That was the first class of Howard University was 5 white girls, his daughters. That was the first class of Howard University. See, Howard University didn't start out as a HBCU. Howard University started out as a theological seminary for black men. An act of Congress actually made Howard a university. And Mordecai Johnson from 1929 to 1960, he took over Howard University. When he took over Howard, they had less than 2,000 students. When he left in 1960, they had over 10,000. And that's when Howard developed its HBCU status. That's how Howard University developed its HBCU status. And my first storefront, my very first storefront, the African Tabletop, was right here, that red building. See that red building, United Lift, the House of Hip Hop. That was my first storefront right there. That was my first storefront. Yeah, in 2000, that's why I opened up the African Tabletop. See all of this construction going on up here, man? They steady building. That's one thing about DC, boy. They building their ass off. I ain't lying, they building up here, buddy. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. They doing a lot of building up here. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull over right here. I'm gonna pull over right here, and I'm gonna go get me some cayenne. That's what I got to do. I got to get me some cayenne pepper, y'all, for my food. See, and a lot of people, especially in the wintertime, cayenne is good for your circulation and your blood pressure. Get you some cayenne pepper, man. A lot of people on all this medication and all of this. See, this is Georgia Avenue, right across from Howard University. See? No matter where you go in this city, man, they building. No matter where you go, they building. That's what's going on, brother? How you doing? Hey, brother. Man, let me get some cayenne here, brother. What's going on?
Slow down yet?
No, sir. No, I'm still.
You saw you came in.
I'm still. Hey, man.
I'm trying to send him a message.
Huh? Oh, okay. No, man.
Bruh, look, man.
Yes, sir.
Glass is falling up and everything.
That's because I ain't got no heat in the car.
Uh-oh.
I want the 130. Yeah, I want the 130.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Give me that. So listen, y'all. This is when you see they got all kind of stuff, man. They got all kind of stuff for you to see. See,
I said that was the question.
this is what they do, man. And I've been coming in this joint here. These brothers here been here, I know, almost 40 years or more. Almost. Brother, I tell you, how much is that? How much is that right there? Okay. No, that'll be good, man. That'll be good. That'll be good. That'll be good. Okay.
But it's more than that.
We still need more though if we have it. Well,
UX is just like a software edge that tells you how to like make things graphically pleasing, or how to make like
Call her because she wanted me to call her.
computerized interface graphically appealing to you.
I know, got you sneezing. Yeah. Yeah, you get that cayenne, buddy. You get it up in your nose, huh?
need a label.
No, I don't need a label, brother. I don't need a label, brother. I'm good. I know what it is. Okay. And see, they got CMOS. They got everything up in here, man. Anything that you could want.
See what I'm saying?
You know, anything that you could want up in here. Okay. Just so you can see. And a lot of people, they are on this medicine kick and they don't give holistic chances. They won't give that lifestyle a chance because they too busy trying to live on that pharmaceutical, man. Pharmaceutical, that ain't gonna help you. They designed to make money.
Oh no, I'm just trying to give him his change, man.
Okay. Huh? I'm showing. Yeah.
Okay, you don't have my permission to have me on.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you gotta be careful getting other people.
Oh, okay.
I meant to
I'm
say that
explicitly
too.
stating that you do not have my permission to use my image in any promotional material whatsoever.
No, I'm not promoting. I'm promoting you, brother. I ain't promoting me.
Check.
Okay. I'm trying to tell people
Yeah, you
about
gotta
you.
get.
Yeah.
But you still got other
Okay.
customers, so they may not want to.
Yeah. No, and I didn't. I put my phone on you, sir.
You did.
Well,
I'm in
okay.
the shot. It's okay. I'm just letting you know.
Wow. Okay, brother. Okay. Like I said, man, you know, see, you always you trying to, like, I don't have his permission to show his face, but if anybody come in there, they gonna see his face. What kind of shit? That's what these young boys. That's how they so fucked up, man. I'm sitting here trying to show people, this is where you want to come if you're looking for something. But I ain't got his permission. I'm promoting his business, but I ain't got his permission to show his face. And I'm promoting your business. Ain't that some shit? See, this how fucked up black people are. Let me turn around. See, that's real fucked up. That's fucked up, man. And I've been coming in there longer than that motherfucker is old. That's how long I've been coming in there. I told you I've been coming in here. Man, I've been in D.C. almost 50 years. And I know 40 of them I've been coming in here. Let me show y'all. Let me go up here and get me some more food. So, this the kind of fucked up shit we have to deal with. What is it so bad about your image? You are the business. Why you don't want nobody to know, man, this is what? You hiding something? Are you hiding something? Makes you wonder. And I'm glad y'all see this. Y'all saw this. I'm sitting here trying to say, and like I said, if I ain't been coming, if I had not been coming into that business all these years, man, and ran across it, man, I say, fuck you, man. I will never come back in here again. But this, you can't make this shit up, man. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. And he ain't in there all the time. You should notice, the other guys didn't say shit. He's the only one the old guy that said, they ain't say shit. Because they know me, man. Let me show y'all where this vegetarian joint is. This is another business that I've been going to for years. This is another business I've been going to for years. All of this, man, none of this existed 10, 20 years ago. All of this development that you see in D.C. right now is 10 years or less. Look, somebody, look at that. Look, free. See? Ain't that something? All right. I ain't been in here in a minute, man. So let me see what they got. I know their prices done went up. Let's see what they got. This is raw food right here. Okay? All of this is raw. All right? See, this is raw food right here. This is sweet kale. That's kale and garlic right here. Mung bean, chickpeas. That's a chicken salad. That's carrot. That's a potato salad. That right there is macaroni. Oh, and that's seaweed right there. I ain't feeling this. And this is what the hot bar looks like. This is what the hot bar looks like. Right here. See? And you got these desserts. Okay. I think I want my Ethiopian, man. I want my Ethiopian. That's what I want. I got a taste for Ethiopian today. And that's what I'm gonna get. That's what I'm gonna get. So let me go back and see. But yeah, man, Georgia Avenue was so rough back in the day. Shit, you lock your door, man, driving up this joint. That's how bad it was. See? That's how bad it was. And you got some beautiful views in Washington, D.C. You really do. Yeah, you got some beautiful views right here in Washington, D.C., man. And like I said, see, they even got a black HBCU museum on Georgia Avenue that's further up toward the Silver Spring line. They got an HBCU museum that's up there. Maybe one day I'm gonna find out what the particulars are about that museum, because it opened up right before the pandemic. So I don't know what kind of success they've had afterwards. Man, I used to have a buddy by the name of Rafu. This was Rafu's space right here. He's still vending. This was his space right here. He's still vending up on Georgia. And see, let me show y'all something. I can't make this up. Back in the day, you'd have never saw this. Never. Okay? You'd have never saw this. Never. Look, y'all. You'd have never saw this. Back in the day, shit. They'd have been scared to come over here, buddy. So, you see how freely white people walk up around here? You actually got white people go to Howard University. You have white students in Howard University. A lot of people don't know that. It's white kids go to Howard University. And they got a scholarship too. Yes, they do. They have a scholarship. They go to Howard University. So I'm just gonna show y'all. you know, some of the city and let y'all see why the history of this dying on the vine. You know, and they had a white guy a couple years ago that would bring his dog up on the campus of Howard University to poop. And wow, you just gave me an idea. Wow, that might be the way I got to go, man. That might be gonna be the way I got to go. You know, maybe I am gonna have to write a book, and that'll get things started. Maybe that's what I'm gonna have to use to get things started. Okay, you can make U-turns in DC, man. A lot of people say, "Man, you made a U-turn." I sure did. Now let me show y'all some more history. Let me show y'all some more history on Georgia Avenue. But that was my joint, man. I spent many nights up in this joint, boy, trying to get it off the ground. I ain't lying. I spent a lot of nights up in this joint right here, man, trying to get it off the ground. Cause didn't nobody have. I was the only one of its kind. That was my business right there. That red building. That was my business. That was my first storefront. Right there, the African tabletop. And when I come out of Howard University on my tour, I'm right there in front of my first storefront is on my tour. See, my first storefront is on my tour. So here you go. This way your vice president graduated. This is the college she graduated from. That house right there, that's Oliver O'Howard's house. That's his house right there. He was the first president. He was white. He was the first president of Howard University. Actually, Howard is named after him. So when I first came here in 1975, this red building that we gonna pass on the left was Wonder Bread Factory. Wonder Bread Factory. Matter of fact, man, this is. Let me show y'all. This was Wonder Bread Factory right here. All you smelt was bread. And this little Jamaican restaurant, the Grill, right here, man, my kids, that's where we used to come every weekend. We would come to that restaurant and eat. And one of the girls still in there working. And for a long time, this was the only black-owned hotel. We had the Howard Inn right here. This was the only black-owned hotel in DC. Ed Murphy owned this. Howard University owned it now. You know, and about 12 years ago, where that red building sat, that was the Amoco gas station right there, where that red building is sitting. That was the 12 years ago, that was the Amoco gas station right there. And see, no matter where you go in Washington, D.C., man, you're going to see a crane in the skyline. I don't care where you go in the city. You're going to see cranes building in the city, man. See? And this is right here. This Howard University Hospital. Right here. This was the site of Old Griffith Stadium, the Negro Baseball League. Right here back in the day. This was the site of Old Griffith Stadium. This Howard University Hospital, but back before that, it was Freedman's Hospital. You know, that was the name of it. You have a lot of black people that were born in Freedman's Hospital. Okay, they were born. And see, let me show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all some stuff. Damn, I gotta get some gas too. So let me show y'all some stuff, man. And see, during the Red Summer riots of 1919, this was the standoff in D.C. right here during the Red Summer riots. This was the standoff. Okay, at 17, let me show you. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you where the standoff was. Right here. This. Oh, y'all see that? Y'all hear that music? Man, they had a white girl complain. That dude been playing that music over 30 years. And she complained that she wanted them to shut it down. Shit. See, there's the Howard Theater right there. It's the Howard Theatre right now. Man, they used to have so much dope along this corner. It wasn't even funny. But this was the standoff of the Red Summer riots of 1919. That's where white men came up to attack the black community. And D.C. is the only city during the Red Summer riots that had more white casualties than black. You know, and that was where the standoff happened at right there. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit more, and then I got to go. I gotta get me some gas, man. But all of this was nothing but ghetto, man. All of this you hear, all this you see right here, nothing but ghetto. Nothing but ghetto. That's all this was, ghetto. And if these houses over here ain't $1 million, you can spin on them and they will be. Right now. And this was ghetto. All this was ghetto. And it's gentrified now. You know, it's gentrified. It's been gentrified. I'm gonna show y'all one more thing. And then that'll be it. And this is on my night tour. You know what I'm getting ready to show you. This stop is on my night tour. You know, I got so much history that I still can do another tour right now. Matter of fact, I got 3 different tours. The first one I developed was the DC Underground Railroad tour. Then I developed the DC Black History Night tour. Then I developed the DC Chocolate City Day tour. And they all are different. They cross paths, but they all are different. And I still ain't even scratched the surface for Black history in DC. You know, I still ain't scratched the surface, man, of the Black history that's in DC. See, a lot of people don't realize this, man. You know, stuff I'm showing you, like Carter G. Woodson. See, Carter G. Woodson lived right here on 9th Street. Carter G. Woodson got a park named after him. Carter G. Woodson is gonna have his own museum. His own Black History Museum. Carter G. Woodson is gonna have his own museum. Maybe they think that's it. See, here's the park, man. There's Carter G. Woodson sitting in the park, right there. There he is, right there in the park. That's Carter G. Woodson. See, and here's his house. This is his house. This right here. Look, see, there's his house right there. Carter G. Woodson home. Okay, and from here all the way down, all of this is gonna be part of his museum. Right here, all of this is gonna be part until this green. All that's gonna be part of the Carter G. Woodson Museum. And see, look, man, this is 9th Street. Now, back in the day, 14th Street was where all the women prostitutes were. 9th Street Well, where all the men that look like women were. This where all the gay men. This was they strip right here. Any kind. If you looking for a male prostitute, this where you came. This where you came. And look at it now. See? Oh man, I got to look. Listen, y'all. What time is it? I want me some. I want me some Ethiopian food. I'm going back up here one more time and see if they open. And if they ain't open, I'm gonna go somewhere else. And see the reason, especially like in Georgetown, the reason a lot of the streets are so tight is because they were alleys. They were alleys. See, a lot of people never get a chance, man. They never get a chance to see this part of DC. They never see. Don't nobody show them, this side of DC. They only see the monuments, man. They never. Most folk that come to Washington D.C. never get out of the monument box, and they're afraid to, because we had such a. If you ask somebody, if you tell somebody now you coming to D.C., let me show you how bad D.C. was. The first thing they're gonna tell you is, man, don't go to Southeast. If you go to D.C., don't go to Southeast. That's how bad we were. And even today, you get in a taxi cab. You say, man, take me to Southeast. Taxi driver say, you sure that's where you want to go? It's real rough over there. And we still got that. We still got that stigma. We rough. Look at this, man. I bet you couldn't afford to get up in here. Bet you couldn't afford this. Bet you couldn't afford this one. I bet you couldn't afford it. Bet you. Bet you couldn't afford to get up in here, buddy. Shit, you gonna have to have some money. This luxury right here. See, all this is luxury, man. This and these used to be houses that people were displaced, or apartment buildings. All this is luxury, man. See, they are projecting that by 2050, every house in DC is gonna be. See, they just closed this church down after 160 years. That church closed down after 160 years. So they gonna make that probably condos. They probably gonna put condos in that church. That's probably what it's gonna be. And see, this was the site of Camp Barker. Camp Barker was a dragoon camp, which was a horse regiment. See, when the Union soldiers went over to Roosevelt Island to prepare it for black men that were joining the Union, in 1 year, from 1862 to 1863, over almost 10,000 black people flooded this area that was called Camp Barker. And because of lack of running water, they had a cholera outbreak. So they had to shut the camp down. Okay? Those that could scattered. See, this is the Anthony Bowen YMCA. I'm sorry. Anthony Bowen YMCA. This is where the Port Langston Hughes stayed there. This is where they worked on the Brown versus Board of Education was done in there. That's where all the groundwork was laid for that, right in there. And right down the street here is where Duke Ellington's mom lived. Duke Ellington's mom lived right down the street here. All right, let's see what we got going on here. It might be open. It might be open now. Let's see. It may be open. This is my man. This is my. I've been coming in this joint right here almost 25 years, man. That I've been coming to Duke's. Seem like it. I know it's over 20. It's over 20 years that I've been coming to this joint, man. Sure is. Let's open. See, that's the guy right there. This is the guy. This is the guy right here that he founded Duke's. That's him. Let's see if they open. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're in business now. I can get my Ethiopian food. See? Oh no! What time? 5 o'clock. What time is it now? How many? Let's see. I don't even know what time it is, man. I ain't got my other phone with me. What time is it now? Huh? 4:45. I can't hear you, sister.
4:45.
You mind if I sit down until you're out of the cold and wait for you to come? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Are you gonna place an order?
Yes, ma'am. That's
Okay, I can take your order.
okay.
They're gonna make it.
Okay. Give me a. Let me let y'all see what the. I want a number five. I'm 31 with the 5 vegetables. That's what I want. I, I want a number 31. Okay. How much?
60.
Oh, okay. I got that. Here you go. There you go. See? Thank you. Give me some Ethiopian food, man. See, here's what that's. You're looking for some spices, okay? See? See? Oh, these are like the chickpeas right here. These are the chickpeas. And these are the peas too. Yeah. So that's just to give y'all, man, a little bit of history. Uh, the stuff in DC that is just dying on the vines, man. Cause ain't nobody telling the history. And after a while, it's gonna get lost. See, because don't nobody have no interest in it. And then when they start telling the story, it's gonna be diluted. See, and that's what I'm trying to do is stop the story from being diluted so that you can tell, man, there's no reason why we should not have a walk of fame on U Street. DC should have a walk of fame on U Street. Well, true conductor, why should they have a walk of fame on U Street? Because it's going to increase tourism. See, it's going to make people want to come and see. That's why. you want to have a walk of fame on U Street because you want to attract tourism. And because the country has been shut down, and because a lot of foreigners are not coming to America like they used to, then we're going to have to do something to attract American tourists. And you do that by providing them some different information. See, if you provide them some different information, they're going to come and see what you're talking about. If they interested. And see, and this is what I'm telling you, Black history is some information that they don't have. And a lot of cities are hurting themselves by letting that history down the vine because they could be using it for tourism. And they don't want to even use their own history of their own city because they think ain't nobody interested in it. Don't nobody want to know it. You see, this is the problem with Black history because it's always prejudged. You see? And a lot of the contributions, man. See, our history is more than just slavery. You know, all of the positive contributions people have made from the time we've been in this country is just dying on the vines. We only talk about a few. Frederick Douglass, Martin Luther King. For most folk, that's all the Black history they know. Frederick Douglass and Martin Luther King. They don't know nothing else. You see? Ask them about somebody else, they don't know nothing. Say, man, who was Paul Jennings? Paul Jennings was the first Black man to write a book about the White House. And a lot of people don't even know that. Paul Jennings sat in Lafayette Park. Because when the British was burning down the White House, it was Paul Jennings that got George Washington's portrait off the wall, not Dolly Madison. She didn't get that. That's a lie. Paul Jennings got that off the wall. He's the one that organized the Pearl Affair of 1838. 1848, I'm sorry. Pearl Affair of 1848. He organized that. You see, right here in Washington, D.C. So there are a lot of things, man, that, you know, it's just dying on the vines. And see, and a lot of y'all didn't even know Paul Jennings existed. A lot of y'all, I just told you a name you didn't even know existed. And President Madison, I mean, he was his right hand. He was his right hand. And Dolly Madison, you know, was supposed to set him free. She sold him. And the senator, Daniel Webster, is the one that bought Paul Jennings out of slavery, and Paul Jennings paid him back. See, you only had 4 ways out of slavery. Manumission means somebody died, and they grant you your freedom. You can run away. You can buy yourself, manumission, run away, buy yourself out, or die. Those were the only 4 outs. And somebody meant, man, before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave. Somebody meant that. Somebody meant that song, man. See, we don't get those stories. Everybody wasn't willing participants in slavery. You had some mothers that actually killed their children because they didn't want them to go through slavery. Look how many white families, man, that were persecuted because they help a black person to freedom. See, we don't get those stories, man. There are it would be real interesting to know, man, how many white people lost their lives on behalf of the freedom of black people. See, we don't talk about that. and we act like it don't exist. Even in my lifetime, the lady that uh, goddamn, where she came from, she went down to Mississippi and got shot. I think she came from Illinois and came down to Mississippi, and they shot and killed her. See, but there are a lot of white people, man, that's done lost their lives on behalf of the freedom of black people. But we don't tell those stories. See, we don't hear those stories. Okay? I'm gonna let y'all see what this food look like. I know a lot of y'all saying, man, Ethiopian food, what is that? I'm gonna let y'all see what it look like. Okay? Before I go get in the car. I'm gonna let y'all see what it look like. They had this bread called injera. And you know, you pinch off the bread and you eat with your hand. You eat Ethiopian food with your hands. You don't use utensils. Okay? That's how you eat Ethiopian food, with your hands. All right? You eat their food with your hands. You don't use a fork or anything. You eat with your hand. You see, and that's more intimate, man. You know, when you eating your food with your hand, it's more intimate. Yeah, and if you think I'm lying, have somebody, your significant other, feed you some food with their hand, and see how you feel. It's an intimate kind of, you know, experience. You see, and plus, you know, you be more connected to the food you eating when you can eat it with your hands. A lot of people don't know that. And if you notice, there are a lot of Africans. They eat with their hands, man. You know, a lot of Middle Easterners, they eat with their hands. They don't use utensils. You see? All I can do is try, man. All I can do is try. That's all I can do. All I can do is try. And if it doesn't work, I have no reason to hold my head down. I tried. See, I hold my head down when I didn't try, or I cheated, I did something stupid. I had to walk around with my head down. I have nothing to walk around with my head down about, because I tried. I genuinely put forth an effort, and it didn't work. So I can't be mad at nobody. And that's how I look at it, man. You know, and seeing sometimes you people will, oh wow, look at their look at their little coffee. Look at their, I just saw that. See, I'm in the dinnerware. Look at their little coffee things right there, man. That's to drink Ethiopian coffee. That's me. Right here, look at this. Look at that. Now, let me show you. See, now, that might, if they got their colors on this, how come you can't have your colors on dinnerware? Let me show y'all what this look like. See, this This is the injera right here. This is the bread. Okay. And what they do is they take your plate, and this is what you got. See, these are your sides right here. These are your sides. That's hold on. That's what it looked like. Right there. That's the extra injera, and this is my plate. So I cover this back up. Put this back on top. And there you go. Voila. I'm in business. Matter of fact, I'm gonna kick y'all to the curb once I get in the car and get my hands clean. And I'm gonna start eating this. And I got some cayenne pepper with me too. Shit. I'm gonna get started on this before I get back to the hotel. I'm going straight back to the hotel, man. Oh no, I got to stop at the store and get me some orange juice. But thank you. See? That's how you do that. And it's done. All right? I'm done. So that's my little Black History tour of DC for y'all. that's my little Black History tour of DC for y'all, just to give you a little flavor. And I'm just in Northwest. And see, this just been in Northwest. I ain't been nowhere else. I'm just showing you Northwest up around Howard University. I ain't got over in Southeast. See, get my hands clean, and man, I'm getting ready to jump off into this food. y'all can say what you want, but I'm getting ready to jump off in this food, buddy. Yes, sir, buddy. I'm going. This one of them days, man. This just one of them days where, you just gotta write off, man. This sometimes you gonna have days that just ain't gonna. I don't care what you do, they ain't gonna come together, man. And sometimes you gonna need to rest. You gonna need to break. This might be just the interruption I needed, because who knows what can jump off in this city at any given moment. And see, that's the thing about DC. Any given moment, man, some stuff can break off up in here. And at a moment's notice. Look, y'all, I'm heading over. I gotta get some gas too. But I want to get started on this food, because I got my cayenne pepper here, and I'm gonna load it up. I'm gonna load it up. I'm gonna be sweating like a pig when I come up out of this joint. When I finish eating this here, man, I'm gonna be sweating by the time I get back to the hotel from putting this cayenne on my food. Because it is truly good for circulation. And that's what the old boy is going to keep functioning, is the circulation. I got to keep the circulation in order, boy. Yes, sir, buddy. Yes, indeed. Got to keep that circulation straight. And the women say, amen, true conductor. Yeah. And the women say, amen on that, true conductor. Keep that circulation going, boy. Yes, indeed. So, let me pull over down here and yeah, let me pull over right here. And I'm gonna fix my food and I'm gonna kick y'all to the curb. I'm kicking y'all to the curb. I just wanna stop long enough to get to show y'all, man, I don't play around with this. This one thing I don't play around with. I don't care how hot it is. I don't play around with it. Let y'all see. I don't play around with this, boy. I don't play around with this at all. Under no circumstances do I play with my cayenne pepper. I'm gonna load my food up with some cayenne. And don't care what you think. Let me show you. And don't care what you think, see? I'm gonna load mine up. I'm loading mine up with some cayenne, buddy. Yes, sir, buddy. And show you. It's hot.